Hit it, Phil.
Can it be the breeze that fills the trees with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't the breeze. It's Jackson time. La, da, da, da.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you're going to enjoy this Jack Benny episode, a special Christmas one for you.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Stay tuned after this Christmas episode of Jack Benny for our discussion.
Very good.
From Television City in Hollywood, the Jack Benny program with his special guest, Mrs. Edgar Bergen, presented by Lucky Strike.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lucky Strike program. Well, here it is, a week before Christmas, and I haven't even started to do my shopping yet. You know, I guess it's because, I don't know, every year it's such a problem for me. I have so many people that I have to remember. You know, my cast, my staff. There's Don Wilson, and there's Dennis Day, and then there's Rochester. You see, Rochester has been working for me for over 18 years, and it's so hard to know what to get for him. He's got nothing. And then there's Don Wilson, of course. His wife helped me a little bit on that. She told me that he wanted a shirt, and she told me his size, too. It was 1633. See, I mean, where can you find a shirt with a 33 neck and a 16 sleeve? Then, of course, there are my orchestra boys. I always exchange gifts every year with them, and they've already given me mine. They sent me, the boys did, they sent me the most beautiful 5-carat diamond ring that you've ever seen. And I got it already. The ring came, and there was no card in it or anything, but I knew it was for my musicians when the police came and took it back. Fortunately, in our next musical arrangement, the clarinet player has a 10-year rest. And, of course, Remley, you know, Frank Remley, my guitar player, every year I always buy him a bottle of bourbon, but his doctor absolutely refuses to allow him to touch liquor this year, you know, so I gave him something else, and he was just thrilled. I gave him the name of a new doctor. Well, to get on with the show, there's something I want to tell you, and I'm quite proud of this. You see, one of my writers, Sam Perrin, and my musical director, Mr. Malin Merrick, got together just a few weeks ago, and they wrote a brand new Christmas song. It's a novelty song called That's How Santa Claus Will Look This Year. The Sportsmen Quartet are going to sing it.
Oh,
and
Jack,
with the Sportsmen...
Jack, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but before the Sportsmen come out to do the number, I want you to meet Mr. Enrico Scortaccini.
Mr. Scortaccini, how do you do, sir?
How do you do? It's my pleasure, sir. I can't tell you how much I have looked forward to performing on your show tonight.
Well, that's... You going to perform on the show?
Oh, yes, certainly, Jack. You see, we want to do this number properly, so I took the privilege of hiring Mr. Scortaccini to work with the Sportsmen.
Oh, well, good. I mean, you know, we want the number to go right.
Yeah, we sure do. Oh, and something else, Jack. Mr. Scortaccini has consented to come on the show for only $1,000.
What'd you say, Don?
I said he's consented to come on for only $1,000.
Don, how many times have I told you that the words only and thousand don't go together? Look at Don. Excuse me, just a minute. Don, as long as the Sportsmen Quartet are going to do it, why do we need...
Look, just a minute,
What?
Jack. Now, I don't know whether you'll appreciate this or not, but it just so happens that Mr. Scortaccini is between tours. And the reason he consented to come on for only $1,000 is because he likes you so very, very much.
Now, couldn't you find somebody who hates me a little?
I found a lot of people who despise you, but they can't sing.
Bad break, isn't it? Well,
Now, Jack, look, don't worry about a thing. Everything's going to be all right. Just leave it up to me.
Okay.
Mr. Scorticini's really going to make this number.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's how Santa Claus will look this year, sung by Mr. Enrico Scorticini, supported by the Sportsman Quartet.
With a long white beard and a suit of red and a Davy Crockett hat on his head. That's how Santa Claus will look this year. And to get us all of the things we need, he will ride the plains on his trusty steed. Way out west will be his new frontier. With a yippee-yi,
Ho, ho, ho.
he'll act so jolly. He will yippee-yi,
Ho, ho,
so
ho.
loud and clear. With a long white beard and a suit of red and a Davy Crockett hat on his head. That's how old Saint Nick will get his Christmas kick. Yes, that's how Santa Claus will look this year. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
Ho, 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 ho.
With a jolly laugh and a golden pack full of good old luckies on his back. That's what Santa Claus will bring this year. Every lucky strike has a taste you like for the perfect gift. Give Lucky Strike. Every pop is full of Christmas cheer. With a yippee-yi,
Ho, ho, ho.
he'll act so jolly. He'll yippee-yi,
Ho, ho,
so
ho.
loud and clear. Lucky Strike is smoother, fresher too, and it's so much cleaner through and through. What a cigarette! It's toasted, don't forget. Smoke Lucky Strike throughout this coming year. Make Lucky Strike your smoke this coming year.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah?
Don, $1,000 for a ho-ho-ho? That's ridiculous.
Well, I thought he was a real bargain.
Oh, you did, eh? Well,
Yeah.
the next time you hire somebody without consulting me, you understand? I'm going to ring your size 33 neck. Now go, will you?
Go?
Yes.
Oh, I can't understand, Jack. Doggone it, I try to give a little class to the show. We all...
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that number was written by my two boys. It was recorded by the Dijon sisters, and I hope you will buy the records because my boys are going to have to pay Mr. Scorticini. We'll see who gets the last ho-ho-ho. You know, I don't want you to get the impression that I don't like to pay for talent. Because I will, if the talent merits it. Now, for instance, in a short time now, in a few weeks from now, I'm going to do a show where I want to use a ventriloquist as a guest star. And I even went to speak to Edgar Bergen about it. It's because I love the way Mr. Bergen works with his two dummies, you know, Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snurd, you see. And I had lunch with Mr. Bergen a couple of times. We discussed it. And about 3 days ago, I had an appointment to meet him at his house.
Mr. Bergen's residence. Oh, it's you, Mr. Bergen. Yeah. Yeah. If he comes, I will tell him to wait. Yeah. Jingle bells, jingling all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Root, hooty, hoot. Oh, come in, come in.
How do you do? I'm Jack Benny. I have an appointment with Mr. Bergen.
Oh, yeah, I know. Mr. Bergen just called on the telephone. He'll be home here pretty soon. Won't you come in and wait?
No, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a nice house. My, what a beautiful portrait of Mrs. Bergen.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this. To Edgar Bergen from Gustav. An autographed picture from the King of Sweden. Mr. Bergen must be quite proud of this. Huh?
Oh, yeah, by Yemeni, he is very proud of it. Mr. Bergen is Swedish, you know.
I know, yeah.
I am Swedish, too.
No. Funny,
Yeah.
Funny, I thought you came from French Morocco.
Mr. Benny, would you like to have me tell Mrs. Bergen that you're here?
Oh, is Mrs. Bergen home?
Yeah, I will
yes,
tell
yes.
her.
Will you tell her I'm here, please? Well, here's this book that George Burns wrote. I love her, that's why. A cute title. Remember, he asked me to write the prologue to it, too. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Prologue by Jack Benny. I was really in good form when I wrote that prologue. Someday I must read the book.
Oh, there you are, Mrs. Bergen. Mr. Benny is in the living room.
Thank you. I'll go right in. Jack!
Well, Francis! That's wonderful.
Well, it's good to see you. Edgar mentioned you'd drop by, but he must be detained at the studio rehearsing his radio show.
Yes, your butler told me he called.
Oh, well, the house is a mess. I've been wrapping Christmas packages.
I see.
I hope you don't mind waiting.
No, it's so nice and cozy and Christmassy and everything with the tree.
Oh, thank you. And, Jack, I want you to know that of all the Christmas cards, yours was the prettiest.
Well, you got it already? I only mailed it last night.
No, Jack, I'm talking about the ones you sold us.
Oh, yes. I did have a nice selection this year, I thought.
Yes, you did. Well, Jack, I'm awfully sorry Edgar's so late, but if you'd like a drink while you're waiting, I'll ring for Pierre and have him fix you one.
No, I don't. Wait a minute. Your butler's name is Pierre?
Yes, we picked him up in French Morocco.
That's the darndest thing I ever heard. Say, Francis, you know, when I was talking to Edgar about being on my show, he told me something about you that I didn't know.
Oh, what's that?
Well, he told me that you sing.
Oh, I don't really sing. Sometimes I entertain at parties, and I've appeared with Edgar a few times.
Well, look, that would be wonderful. I didn't know you sing. Maybe you could sing and come on my television show sometime after Edgar does. Huh?
Oh, Jack.
No, look, we've got to wait here anyway. Now, come on, let me hear you do a number. I never dreamed you could sing.
Well, you sure you want to use this?
Certainly I do. Come on.
Well, all right.
All right.
Let me see. Well, this is a new number I did at Darryl Zanuck's big party last week.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear you sing at Darryl's party.
You weren't there.
I would have been there, but I didn't know he was giving a party. Go ahead, sing, will you? Will you, Francis?
Sure you want to hear it?
Certainly, go ahead. I'd love to. I didn't even know you could sing. Go ahead.
Believe in what you're doing and do what you believe in, and life will have a new dimension. Lots of laughs, a lot less tension. Soon you find you found a new way for sleeping sounder. Your goal is high, but you'll achieve it just as long as you believe. That's why each graduation day, the guest of honor will always say, to be successful in the field you choose, students, all you got to do is believe in what you... what you believe in, and life will offer love and laughter ever after. Just believe. That's why each graduation day, the guest of honor will always say, to be successful in the field you choose, students, all you got to do is believe in what you're doing and do what you believe in, and life will offer love and laughter ever after. Just believe.
That's just wonderful. Certainly. Believe me, if I'd have known that you sang, I certainly. Oh.
Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Bergen. Well, Mr. Bergen isn't home. May I take a message? What? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, he'll be very pleased about that. Yes, he'll be down in the morning. Thank you. Bye. Gee, isn't that lucky?
Why? What was it?
Edgar's 5-carat diamond ring. The police got it back.
Oh. Look at Francis. Getting back to the song. Look, while you were singing, I got an idea for a show. Now sit down, and I want to tell you. Now we can do this anytime.
Oh, Mrs.
after Edgar does his
Bergen.
show.
Where are you,
Certainly.
Mrs. Bergen? Come out, wherever you are. Oh, there you are, Mrs. Bergen. Look at your schedule I found outside. Say, can I go down to the city dumps and slug rats with Skinny Dugan?
Only 1 hour, Charlie. Now, wait a minute. Come back here.
Huh?
You've got a stain on that tie. Now go to your room and get another one.
One little stain. One stinking little stain. You gotta have a clean tie to slug rats.
You know, Jack, sometimes Charlie... Jack? What's the matter, Jack?
Francis, that was Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, certainly. I didn't know why that boy
But
always...
Francis, he's real.
What are you talking about?
Francis, all these years, I thought he was a dummy.
Oh, now, Jack, you've been in show business all your life. How can you be so naive?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't get over it.
How is this, Mrs. Bergen?
Oh, fine. Here, come on, let me tie it. Yes, yeah. Oh, it still has a sting on
Hey, are you trying to pick my pocket?
No, I'm sorry. That I don't understand at all.
Oh, I never was any good with men's ties. Maybe Mr. Benny will tie it for you.
Yeah, would you please?
Yeah, it's a little crooked here.
39, he says.
There you are. There you are, Charlie.
No, thank you. 39. The last time he saw 50 was on the speedometer.
Can't get over it. I can't get over it.
Jack, you're not putting on an act, are you?
Putting on an act? For years, I was so sure that Charlie McCarthy was a dummy that I was so positive I would have bet 50 cents.
No.
Yes. I was never so baffled in my life.
Oh, Mrs. Bergen.
Oh,
Mrs. Bergen. I finished my work. I'm ready to collect my quarter.
Okay, Mortimer.
Oh, no. No.
When I here's your quarter, did you do a good job?
Yeah, I got all the leaves. It was tough getting up on the tree, but I got them.
Well, now, what are you going to do with your quarter?
Well, I thought maybe I'd, say, who's the yokel? Can we talk in front of him?
Perfectly all right.
Are you sure now? You're sure he ain't an eavesdripper?
No, Mortimer, that's Dropper.
Well, he looks more like a drooper.
Mortimer, this is Jack Benny. Now go over and say hello.
No. Well, what was it you told me to say to him?
I told you to say hello.
Oh, hello.
You're Mortimer Snerd.
Oh, excuse me. I know I'm Mortimer, but what was that last part he threw at me?
Snerd, that's your last name. You are Mortimer Snerd. Now, we've told you that hundreds of times.
But not today. What did you say your name was?
I'm Jack.
Benny.
Yes, Jack Benny. I'm confused.
You're a little hard of thinking, too.
Now, Mortimer, this is Jack Benny, star of stage, screen, radio, and television.
Oh, you Jack Benny on the radio?
Yes.
And on the stage?
Yes.
And you got your own television show?
I have.
Well, Jack Benny.
Oh, then you've heard of me.
No.
Mortimer, what do you mean you never heard of Jack Benny? Now, how did you get so stupid?
Well, what was that question?
I said, how did you get so stupid?
Well, I had a good deal and I just couldn't turn it down. Well, so long, oh, the heck with it. I don't know.
I was never so confused in my whole life. I just can't figure it out. I was never so baffled. I just can't understand.
I'm sorry I was late. Say, I've been thinking about the show and I've got it all worked out.
But
It's all
Edgar,
down there
look
on
at
paper now, Jack.
Edgar, I want to tell you, I can't understand.
Yeah, sit down. I'll tell you about it, Jack.
Now
See,
look
at
at
the opening
Edgar.
show. No, not there, Jack. Here.
Jack with Edgar Bergen will be back in just a minute. But first, here's a word to cigarette smokers.
Francis, I want to thank you and Edgar, both of you, for being on my show.
Jack, we enjoyed it very much.
Oh, we thought it was lots of fun, Jack.
Well, I'm so glad you did. And Edgar, I also want to wish you a lot of success on your own new television show, which starts January 3rd on CBS.
That's
I
right.
wish you a lot of luck on that show.
Thank you,
I'm
Jack.
sure you'll have. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure and watch And Southern next week. I'll be back in 2 weeks. And now, on behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas.
Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. We have a nice full house today to talk about our Christmas episodes of the Jack Benny Show. This one we're going to do is with Edgar Bergen's wife, Frances Bergen. And it has Mortimer Snerd in it, and of course Charlie McCarthy. So it's a fun episode. And the folks we have today with us are, of course, Kathy Fuller-Seeley. Hey, Kathy. We have Terry Phillips back from the Wilderness. It's good to see you, Terry. As we're doing this, as I'm putting these out there, I'm going, okay, put them out there for like 2 weeks for folks to view. And usually I put them out like a day before we're going to do this or something. So I'm going, oh, I hope Terry sees these and joins us. That would be great. Look at that. There he shows up. Awesome, Terry. And Terry, you are now working on what, a new episode of your Imaginary Theater, correct?
I just finished the last rewrite and I sent it out for casting.
Well, that's exciting.
And I hope that sometime in the next few weeks we'll send it out into the world.
Cool. If this is like normal, Terry will say that, and I'll interview him. Oh, he'll be back in about a month and a half, and go, in the next couple of weeks, we're hoping to release that. We had one where we did that for like a year.
Well, this one should go pretty quickly.
Soon.
This one should go pretty quickly. It's probably going to be the shortest episode ever.
Oh my goodness, you're going the opposite direction from usual. Okay.
Or maybe we just hit the reset button.
you wrote a 5-minute script and you're like, there we go, let's do it. And we have John Henderson. Hey, John.
Hello.
Hey, you got any specials coming up for Christmas or anything? Anything special you're doing or anything?
Well, no, I mean, just Christmas episodes. I think I might do the, what do you call it, command performance where Jack Benny is a guest. So I've got it there. I've got that from a couple years. So I'm gonna, see which one I decide to do. I've done a bunch of bonus episodes for my Patreon, and then I sort of ended the Patreon, and I can throw them out as bonus episodes on the regular feed. So that's nice.
Okay, cool. And there's a command performance. I think it's either that, it's one of those command performance-y type shows that has Fred Allen on it and Jack Benny, and they go Christmas shopping together, and that is a really cool episode. So
yeah.
And speaking of episodes of things and finding unique things, I've started releasing the first season-ish of Superman. The Adventures of Superman, and it's been really enjoyable. I grabbed the whole, usually it's like a 6-week, a 6-episode arc to make one storyline. So I grabbed the whole storyline, put it all together, and then do an intro on it. Well, I said, and all that time, it was on for like a decade or more. I'm like, they have to have done a Christmas one, right? So I'm searching for a Christmas one, and I can't find a Christmas one of the actual radio show. But then I found out that someone had posted on Internet Archive a record set that they had that was with all the original cast members, but it was a special Christmas. I think it was probably like a single. I doubt it was even a full record, because the whole thing on one side is like 7 minutes long and the other side is like 4 minutes long. So I think it's maybe 11 minutes all told. But that'll be fun to release that. So I gotta listen to it first and then figure out what I'm gonna say about it. But it's cool that
I often find some of those old records that I put on the kids' iPods for listening to at night, and it's like a story or whatever. And what I don't realize is the first 7 minutes or whatever is a story, and then the second 7 minutes is a song, and the song is always like blasting out much louder than the rest of the story.
Yes.
So you try to they go to sleep from like the talking, and then suddenly they're like, "Whoa!"
Well, and you probably just laugh your head off at that. And we have Hope Sears with us. Hey, Hope.
Hello.
Hope, you got any special plans for Christmas? You heading out anywhere, or you got family coming out, or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with at my parents' house for around the 20th, their anniversary, and then head out to Grandma's house in Indiana. So
Very nice. Very nice. I'll have a good time. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. Well, let's get on to the show at hand. And I will. Oh, I got to show you off my shirt that my kids made for me before we go into the show, because it's perfect for today. So let's see if I can get over here. Most likely to watch a Jack Benny Christmas show, and that is true because we're watching Jack Benny Christmas shows as we're talking. So yeah, so we're talking about the of course the episode with Frances Bergen in it, who is Edgar Bergen's wife, and has Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd in it. And who can explain the two versions we're dealing with, the live version and the Zach? Do you know roughly the dates or anything of the live?
No, but I can explain the idea. You see,
Okay.
Timothy Leary invented acid, and then what happened was he gave it to everybody on that crew because this premise is out of its mind. No, I actually didn't realize. I know I've seen both versions before. So I was actually kind of shocked to see clarity in the dummy masks, if you will, because the live version it's definitely a kinescope.
See, and I was surprised by I saw it and was
I
like,
will share
haven't
with
I seen a
everybody.
clearer
This is
version
a
of this?
picture- This is from the live version, and you can tell it's a kinescope. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what we're going to present today is we're going to present the filmed version, because we already did an intro on the live version last time we were all together, and that's the one I watched. So the song's different. What are some of the differences? So the song's different. The Sportsman song's different for sure. Frances's song that she sings is different. I think that's...
Well, I would say the big main difference is the original live one is a Christmas episode. We're recording this at Christmas time. This filmed version is not a Christmas episode.
Okay.
No.
Well, then forget it. We're gonna do the Christmas one because it's Christmas time. So I will attach this to the live version that no one watched, but that's okay. It's the same basic storylines. It's all good.
I mean, if you really think about it, there is nothing more joyful around this time of year than watching two ventriloquist dummies come to life.
Yes,
just like
exactly.
It's very normal for Santa to come down your roof at Halloween.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, last time we kind of kept it as a secret on that one, but I think this one we're just gonna let it out of the bag that they're you're gonna see live versions of Mortimer Snerd and of course who else?
Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie McCarthy, the famous one.
Let's take a quick poll. Who finds them creepy?
I find them creepy.
Everyone but Terry.
I love it.
Terry finds them endearing.
Wait. Are we talking about the dummies
Yes.
or the masks?
The masked dummies. I mean, just
They're my favorite part of the show.
Are they?
Terry. Oh, Terry, I love you.
Well, and then I'm curious as to whether they're creepier in one version or the other. I kind of have a feeling they're probably creepier in the one you guys watched, which was the filmed version, because the resolution is higher, and so
the detail of the little rubber gloves.
Yeah.
It's a great it is a great thing that Criterion has not remastered these at all whatsoever. I'm very happy that they decided instead to do the Devil and Daniel Webster as their next release.
I just had a brilliant idea. I know what we're going to do. We're going to show them the live version because that's the Christmas version. So after this, we'll play the Christmas live one, and then it'll segue right into after that one into the film version, so you can compare the two if folks want to stick around that long. And if they don't,
like
they
Gus
can
Van
just turn it
Sant's
off their YouTube or go watch something else, and that's all good. So a special hour-long presentation, and we've never done this before.
Very
we've talked about live versus film, but we haven't actually shown them back to back. So this will give you a chance to compare and
Pull a Steven
contrast.
Soderbergh and literally put them side by side and see how it matches up, like like he did, Soderbergh did it with Psycho.
Yeah, like Orson. Yeah, we could,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be fun. Anyway, let's go around and see what folks. You can talk about what was creepy or what you liked, whatever. It's all good. So we'll start with Kathy as we go around. Kathy, what stuck out to you?
Well, what stuck out the most to me was how kind Jack Benny was to Edgar Bergen. I mean, this is a kind of love letter to Bergen, how kind to give this props to wife Frances and her little singing career. And isn't she a beauty? And I think her daughter Candace carries that gorgeous face. But what impressed me the most was I had thought that Bergen just faded away after the end of Radio. And doing a little homework on Wikipedia, I was interested to find out that he did try to do television in various things. He had a couple short-lived television series of his own, but then he made quite a number of guest appearances in the mid to late 50s. And then he was on with the Muppets into the 70s. So I just thought he rolled his tents and gone away. And it was interesting to me to find out that he continued his career, albeit at a kind of semi-retired pace.
And he was the original Grandpa Walton too on the Waltons.
Yes.
In just the very first, I think it was called The Homecoming, was what the pilot. It wasn't really a pilot; it was made as a movie, and then they decided to turn that into a series. Yeah. So, but he only did that one, and so that's kind of cool. And then he in the later 50s. As radio was waning and almost going away, he had like an hour-long show that I think he tried for a year or two there. I want to say it was 55 to 57 or something, which is quite late in radio for him to try and make a pseudo comeback. And yeah, so those are kind of cool to have if you listen to those episodes. They're all pretty good. I mean, they're he was always great. Anyway, yeah. Terry, what were your what stood out to you on this thing?
I think this was kind of an unusual episode for Jack Benny because it was filmed. He didn't have an audience, and I thought his timing was way, way off. It was weird to watch Jack Benny perform without an audience. That said, it was also one of the funniest episodes I watched. The writing was tremendous. And Jack's performance, of course, was great. But to see him work without an audience, to me, takes away one of the great joys of almost every other Jack Benny performance I've ever seen. So that's the first.
A great joy to the fans who are watching, because they'll see the live one first. It does have a live audience, and then they can compare it to what happens.
I think that it's going to be a stark comparison.
Yeah.
The other thing that I found great was that that Edgar Bergen, who's only in the film version briefly at the end,
and the live version as well,
and in the live version, it is a much better performer than so many people give him credit for. In fact, after watching this, I went and looked for a few other examples of his work, and I found him. He did the game show What's My Line several times, and I found one with Charlie McCarthy, and a Jack Benny connection. One of the panelists was Fred Allen, and he was very, very funny. He was good at accents, and he had a great sense of visual humor, physical humor. So I think it's, on one hand, it's unfortunate that we have so little of, as I said before, in the film version, of Jack Benny with what he's best known for, his comic timing, and so little of Edgar Bergen showing off his acting skills. He was hardly there at all. I mean, it was wonderful to see his wife singing. I didn't know that she was a singer. It was terrific to see Billy Curtis, the little person who was, I guess, best known for his work on The Wizard of Oz. in the costume of both Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd.
Wow.
The guy playing the butler, whose name is Carl Swenson, he plays Edgar Bergen's butler. That I won't say any more about
great bit.
part of it, but it was a really, really funny part of this episode.
Yep.
And then there was one last thing I took a note on. Oh, the other thing that really bothered me about the film version was the laugh track. It was so painfully shoved in there.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that most of what I've seen of Jack Benny did not have that really horrific addition to it. But without an audience, I guess people felt the need to insert what sounded like an audience.
Yep.
They did try, all of the performers did try to look as if there were an audience in front of them, but we know better, and that really irritated me.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I got a lot of laughs out of this one.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was gonna share about Edgar Bergen, because you're saying how he didn't get much screen time and things. It's kind of neat. I've kind of rediscovered and played around a little bit with his relationship with Disney in the late 40s, early 1950s. So one of the movies, I'm sure John will probably be able to point it out, he does voice work on one of the actual shorts.
Is it Fun and Fancy Free and Mickey and the Beanstalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then but also, I don't know if it's that same one or a different one. He also does like where he introduces all the bits. We keep going back to him, and he introduces the next bit, the next cartoon or whatever, and then it goes back to him, and he's with kids at like a birthday party sort of thing, or just a party thing that they're doing. And so that's kind of interesting to see him live and in color, which is kind of
is that 1 Hour in Wonderland or one of the specials?
No, it is Fun and Fancy Free, but An Hour in Wonderland is a black and white TV special.
Right, but Fun and Fancy Free, he's at the birthday party, but he's not introducing the shorts, because in at the beginning it's Bongo the Bear, sung by Dinah Shore.
No, so but he is narrating the Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes.
Does keep kind of coming back to his.
Oh, that's what you're. Okay, so that's what you mean. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I thought you meant he was introducing different cartoons. I'm like, where have I not? Why have I not seen this?
And then, as Zach's saying, he's also in kind of the prototype for the Walt Disney television show, which started in 1955. I think the same year that they were, because the beginning of the television show, they started it up months before they were going to open Disneyland. So it was kind of a huge commercial in a way for Disneyland, the synergy they were trying to develop between the television show and Disneyland. But 5 years earlier in 1950, they'd created a special, a Christmas special that was very much like the later show in 55, but this one had Edgar Bergen, that was the main like person that was interacting with a group of young people, and again introducing different shorts and things. And then like Zach saying, I think the biggest piece was, I think the Alice in Wonderland was maybe the new movie that was coming out, and so they were pumping that up and showing bits and pieces of that, or at least the filming of that or something. Zach, do you know more about that one?
Not intricately.
I've seen it. It's got the girl who plays Alice, and she's with Edgar Bergen, and they introduce different cartoons with like the magic mirror. So they they'll do like a Snow White and something from Song of the South, and then they're the whole time they're promoting the new Alice in Wonderland movie coming out.
So those movies, especially Alice in Wonderland comes to mind, but there was other ones too, where they had like, and Peter Pan did the same thing, where they had live actors that they would film and then use that as reference work, I think, to create the cartoon. But there's another thing called rotoscoped, which means that you're essentially taking the live folks and tracing them or whatever. So it's more direct. I don't think the Disney films were rotoscoped.
No,
No.
that's a myth that gets thrown around, especially with how you talk about the making of Snow White. They were not rotoscoping specifically. They might rotoscope some small stuff, but it is mostly used for reference material when creating their layout for each scene.
That's what I thought.
And with a budget cutback, that makes it easier to take those old layouts and recycle them later on in the 70s. And it's
Yes.
which I don't think is like a terrible thing. It's there, and you had actual anatomy working in the process, so you're pretty much just porting it over. It's not the biggest sin in the world, but yeah, no, rotoscoping is not. They were never strictly doing that.
Now the Superman cartoons by
Fleischer,
or whatever in the 1940s, those were rotoscoped. Those were where they actually had the actors and then trace them or whatever, and that's why they look so gorgeous, and it works really well for that. It's a really expensive process too, I believe. So I love how I'm going in and out of focus. That's just people are going, do I need glasses? Is there something? There's nothing wrong with your television set. So,
May I ask one?
You may ask. You may ask.
Assembled
Thanks for
here.
raising your hand. Good job. It makes me feel like I'm still an educator. And
In
this is
elementary
good.
school, I'm just
Little
curious.
Kathy, go ahead. What is your question, little Kathy?
Thank you, Mr. Lance. I'm curious. Does anybody know how much of his own material that Edgar Bergen wrote? Was he?
I'm
really
so glad you
dependent-
asked that question. I was wondering that same thing. I did some research and I couldn't find any indication that he had writers. And so I believe he wrote much, if not all, of his own material. But I couldn't find direct evidence of that, Kathy.
Right.
I'd love to learn more about that, because his stuff was really funny.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, he was so great at Charlie. I mean, so.
Well, and so great of the changing back and forth, the way they could have dialogue and it would just sound like two actors talking instead of one guy doing both parts. I mean, that's tough to do. I mean, certainly who seems to me to have taken it to a whole nother level is probably Seth MacFarlane, because when you see him on interviews, he'll hop around between 4 or 5 characters and keep them all track of all of them, be switching all the voices, and it's crazy seeing how well he does that.
I think that's the thing that
other than
doesn't
him,
get
I thought Edgar was about the best at doing it. But Zach, yeah,
I was gonna say I think that's the thing that people don't like say out loud with Edgar Bergen that they should, is that he's a great voice artist.
Yes.
Like you could make the joke that's made in this program that he was a horrible ventriloquist, and we've all heard Jack's lovely letter to Remley, I think it was, where he laid into Bergen getting away with the biggest con job in history with his terrible ventriloquism. But he was an intricate voice actor, and the only reason that a movie like Fun and Fancy Free works with that scene is those moments that they're filming is because those characters are so believable that you are willing to let a lot of things go. You are willing to believe over the radio that he is not moving his lips, which I'm not a supreme scholar, but from what I understand, he had the dummy there. Wasn't like a prop or anything.
Right.
Like he did do the job. And on set of Fun and Fancy Free, you can see him moving his lips all which way to Sunday. But if you are a first-time viewer and that's what you're focusing on, then the movie wasn't made for you, and you should just shut it off immediately, because you're not. I adore Bergen and McCarthy. I got into them before I got into Jack, which is unfortunately why this episode of the show has always been slightly a disappointment for me, because I would have loved to watch Jack strangle the dummy. I thought that would have been funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, his voice acumen is amazing. When he does Effie Clinker, which is also Ophelia in Fun and Fancy Free, like he just had a natural verb switching back and forth. And
yes,
I don't know how like appropriate it is today, but his Swedish mock accent is delightful to listen to in those radio shows at times.
Yep.
It's not great. It's like that's still very much a stereotyping, but he just it's like the Swedish Chef in a lot of respects. It's so ridiculous it can't be taken seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the Mortimer mask probably scared me more than Charlie if I'm gonna be doing a comparison here.
Yeah.
The Mortimer one was worse. The Charlie one looks like it tries. Mortimer shouldn't be that. Shouldn't that? No.
Well, and folks can compare the mask from the live to the filmed in the version.
You're probably better with Kinescope. It's
Yeah.
the only time I'm going to recommend.
Well, it
you watch something
softens
in
it up and
480p.
it doesn't make it as harsh.
Well, there you go.
So,
I was with one more of the earlier version, Kinescope, but I did love this little bit where Jack goes to look for where's the hole in Charlie's back, where Edgar would be.
Oh yes, exactly. I love that too. Yep.
Yeah.
And he does that in both versions, obviously, because that he did on the version I watched. And I don't think we've gotten to Hope yet. Hope, what was your thoughts on this episode, or what stood out to you?
I'm sorry, my screen froze there for a second. I just loved, like you've said, the back and forth and the just dazed look on Jack's face as he tries to figure out what's happening. But the laugh track was painful. But I also enjoyed the shade that was thrown about making fun of Edgar Bergen for not being a very good ventriloquist. And it seems to even like lean into that even more because Bergen's not even on the stage. It's like the hand is coming from the curtain. And so he's not, you can't even see his voice, which lends to that, like, yeah, maybe he's the bad ventriloquist. But I feel like when I watched Edgar Bergen as a kid, my only reference point was Fun and Fancy Free. And so I didn't notice how him moving his lips as much because like you said, Zach, it was for me.
I still believe Charlie McCarthy's real.
Yeah.
Like that dummy is alive. Not the person in the mask. The dummy
It proved
is
it
alive.
in both these episodes. I mean,
no,
I was amazed that everybody else seemed to age some between the two episodes, because it was a few years between the two, but the dummies didn't age at all. I was really surprised.
There is a fake video that has tons of comments on it. I've only seen it floating around once, so it's not like everywhere on the internet. But it's about it's a creepy Halloween story, and it's talking about how this man went around with his dummy, but the dummy was actually his partner that had died, and the dummy was named Charlie McCarthy, and I was like, no, this is and I after some research, I was like, was there actually somebody that was named Charlie McCarthy that died? No, it was this person just totally ripped Charlie McCarthy and put it into a creepy story. And so it seems somewhat believable because if you Google Charlie McCarthy, it's there's a dummy. But it was so Charlie McCarthy was never a real person, just for the creepy people that might somehow find this and research that. Charlie McCarthy was actually a dummy.
Zach would argue on that point. So
it's so interesting to collect reminiscences of people who appeared on the show or appeared with Bergen, and how many people and famous people would talk straight to Charlie. That the zeitgeist was that he was so different from Bergen that people really thought, you might as well speak.
Yeah. Well, and he was the most engaging of the two. So if you were with them both, I think you would tend to talk to Charlie because Charlie's so much funnier than Edgar is, and I mean Edgar's a straight man. So John, you were going to say something.
The ghost story is more believable.
Oh,
I agree that Edgar Bergen is not the greatest ventriloquist in the world, but you think about it. He started out on stage. And on stage, you can get away with that. You're
Yep.
10, 20 feet away from the audience, and they're not
And
going to
there's no
notice the tiny little lip movements. And
And
on the
there's no
radio, you're not
YouTube,
going to
so-
notice it at all. And
Yeah,
I
on
feel like
radio,
that's
you could be
why
the
he was-
worst ventriloquist ever.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly, because he was a great entertainer. And if he was somebody like Mel Blanc who just did voices, we would appreciate him in a different way, and we wouldn't criticize him trying to be a ventriloquist. But as you move, more into, now you're on television, now there's film and things like that. They get the extreme close-ups. You're not going to get away with the lip movements. And this episode is a good example of, well, how can we have Edgar Bergen on when you've got these extreme close-ups and it's going to be obvious, and maybe you've got an adult audience rather than, or at least a whole family audience rather than a kid audience. And so I think maybe that's where the idea of this episode came from, of having the masks. I thought the masks, though they looked creepy, it was lots of fun. I love those things where it's like, this is a strange but memorable, weird thing in history. So I thought it was great fun.
Well, Zach, you may remember that they appeared in a Universal film in like 1942 or 43 with a small child in long shot dressed up as Charlie McCarthy, and that was weird too.
There's a couple of them. Let's break down the Charlie McCarthy cinematic universe here. We do have letter of introduction. We have you can't cheat an honest man, which context warning for that, Charlie is in blackface and it is disturbing. Then you have also one called Charlie McCarthy Detective, which is even worse than the context warning I gave for You Can't Cheat an Honest Man. But yes, they did 2 films at RKO. Look Who's Laughing and Here We Go Again. Here We Go Again has the earliest incarnation of this bit, because there is a musical sequence with Charlie McCarthy, and they cut in between a mid or a close on Charlie, and then the wide shot is a little person dancing away. And I will tell you right now, the episode we watched, the filmed episode, is shot by Nick Musaraka, one of the great RKO cameramen. And yet, Here We Go Again is better shot for this premise than what Nick Musaraka shot, unfortunately. I will say, though, it's well directed from a blocking standpoint, because as much as those masks are horrifying, the beautiful part is that in the background, while you have Francis and maybe Charlie or Mortimer in the foreground, in the background is Jack slowly losing his mind. And he keeps doing it, and he holds on that shot for longer than 5 or 10 seconds. It is a beautiful direction for the premise. But yeah, though, that musical sequence 10 times better, and part of it is because you're swept up in the music and chorus girls or chorus guys anyway. It's not going to matter what's going on. We all know this is ridiculous. This one is so on its face that I think I like the jokes. I think the jokes are funny. I think the writing's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's just that the premise is a little rough to swallow with the way they're trying to sort of get away with the mouths of the mask talking. I think that's what really makes me creeped out. It's not the masks, it's how they're trying to make it effective to some
Well, the other
degree.
piece of this too that I think for audiences at the time, which would be different, it happens with a few of the film to live sort of shows, in that when it was the live version was somewhat not topical but closer, because Edgar had just been doing that in radio for a long time and was just starting to struggle a little bit and finding places to do his bit and things. But by 59, when they did the film version, it would have been further removed from that, and the audience probably was going, "Oh yeah, I remember Edgar Bergen and Mortimer Stern and all those things." But the kids that were around probably were going, "What is this? What is going on?" They wouldn't even quite realize it.
Bergen at this point was doing supporting roles in other films. He wasn't even doing he was still doing the nightclub acting. He was taking him around the country, but it wasn't the same.
But I don't think he was on the tip of everybody's tongues at that point.
No,
probably.
And I imagine in the live version, you've got, Edgar Bergen with a microphone, just off stage doing it live, right? Whereas the
Right,
film
yeah.
version, it seems like they're trying to get away with something a little bit. I agree with Terry. I wrote in my notes that there's something odd about the pacing. And so it just, as far as like the production, it doesn't really work. And I actually think the fact that there is no audience, but they're trying to acknowledge an audience, takes away from something, because he does some like takes to the camera, which also are a bit cheesy and they don't seem natural, and they're just like a bit uncomfortable. And and I feel like they're trying to, they're trying to get away with something, even at the end where they have him do Jack's voice and stuff. I just feel like it doesn't work as well as it could. They drag out the same premise way too long. Like, even having a Mortimer Snert at all, I feel like we just saw this and they don't add anything new to it. At least nothing that I thought was
there's
good.
also
I feel like it could have been a really great thing if they just cut it down to like, maybe it's just like, the Alf thing where you've got the puppet close up and then he gets up and walks away and you see Jack's reaction. Like something small like that, where they're not over beating a dead horse, I think would have been better.
Did anybody notice that the laugh track was actually off at one point? They're doing it's Francis and Jack in a medium 2-shot, and they bring up the French Moroccan bit, or something like that. There's a bigger laugh, and then what clearly should get the bigger laugh afterward
Doesn't get it.
Gets a small one, and it's off by 2 seconds each time. It's so strange. It's so strange. We know a laugh track is gonna be goofy no matter what, but this makes Cheers and Seinfeld tolerable with the laugh track, because this thing was just literally, somebody was asleep at the switch. It was really strange. And I agree with you, John. Like, this episode could have been like 5 minutes shorter or something like that. Like, that's it. If you're already filming anyway, tighten your edit. Like,
I can't remember. Did Fred DeCordova direct this episode? No, he directed one of the two that I watched.
Director.
While she's looking that up, I will say that
Don. This is one of the Don Weiss ones.
Okay.
And I think Laura has pointed out, because of more multi-camera work in the introduction, some odd cuttings from.
It'd be a smart one to use him on this particular episode.
Which I like. I like his cutting in the opening a little bit. Yep. In a way, it's kind of like, we talk about the premise of the Jack Benny Show at points as being the show that takes you behind the show in a Larry Sanders-esque fashion. It's kind of cool to get a multi-angle version of that. It doesn't really work for what Jack does, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be negative, so I'll end on a positive thing. I thought Mrs. Edgar Bergen was great. I thought she was a great straight man delivery person, and I enjoyed that part.
Yeah, she was fabulous. Now, I do want to point out to folks, everything that we've said about the timing being bad and the laugh track and all of that, that's all true of the second episode you're going to see if you hang out with us. But the live version, I didn't see any of that. To me, it flowed really well to me, and that's often the case. We point out with the live versions that the flow is better. I mean, it's just, you have the audience to react, and you're not just acting to a camera pretending you have an audience. So it just works out slicker.
Right.
I like I said, and I enjoyed the Christmassy parts to it that are going to be removed with the second one, because it was done at a different time of year. So those Christmas bits are going to be removed. They have, though the Bergens have a very strange idea for what a Christmas tree should look like. It is not what I would have as a Christmas tree, but that's okay. It's sort of a pipe cleaner Christmas tree almost. So anyway,
hey, by the way, Buck, I think you got your Christmas witch, because John just disappeared.
Yeah. So I really, we lost Hope and John. Now they're popping back in. People are coming and going. It's just crazy here.
Every time a bell rings, a Henderson loses its Zoom connection. Attaboy, Clarence.
Well, I want to head back over to Terry for a minute and just ask Terry. I was just wondering if you found any references or anything you wanted to talk about, or had you covered all that. I don't know if you needed more time to chat about anything.
You mean current events type stuff?
Yeah, sort of thing, current events or anything,
No,
it's been
I think this was
commercials
a
or
pretty
anything, I don't know.
timeless. One of the good things about this episode is that it stands up. You don't need to know what was happening in the world.
Right.
What was it? 1959.
59, yeah.
Yeah, March 22nd, 1959 is when it was first broadcast. No, nothing special. I don't think that they were referring to the Cold War or anything like that. It was just fun TV, you know.
I believe in my history, JFK had decided to run for president about this time frame. So there you go.
He was
I
watching
know a
this
little about
episode, and
history.
he was watching this episode and said, "Say, I better run for president to get away from this episode."
I think
There you
so.
go. Well, I would say Candace would only have been about 8 or 9 in the 59 version, and I respect their decision not to bring her into the scale. Would have been odd, but it reminds me of the creepy photographs back from 1938-39 when Charlie the dummy is kissing Joan Benny.
Yeah.
And on a slightly creepy note that takes it back to Jack Benny.
If I will say,
Weren't
though,
they
like,
the it couple for a while? I believe. I'm not sure.
I will say for Candace Bergen, in the Candace Bergen element of it all, if anybody here hasn't read Knockwood, her autobiography or her memoir that talks a lot about growing up with her dad, it's probably one of the first memoirs I ever read, and it's a very interesting one. I need to reread it as an adult, knowing knowing a lot more about how much bigger her career got, even amid the 70s and 80s. So, but I remember that's a key source text for a lot of Bergen and McCarthy information. If you're,
I did find one other thing about Edgar Bergen, which was that in late 1939 and early 1940, he had a comic strip called Mortimer and Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And in looking for writing credits, that was the only one I found where he was given some credit for the content of the comic strip.
Huh.
He didn't draw it, but
no. There are to this day so many memorabilia bits. Terry, I'm sure you've seen them all over eBay. I don't think there's like, Terry, are you a fan like me that has one of the Charlie McCarthy spoons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did, Zach, I did some ventriloquism when I was a kid. I put on puppet shows, and you know, I wasn't as bad as Edgar Bergen, but I couldn't say bottle of beer without my lips. But it was one of the great joys. And Zach, I'm sorry, Buck, to what you had said a moment ago about people looking at Charlie McCarthy. That's universal. When you work with puppets, people look at the puppet. It doesn't matter how bad a ventriloquist you are. It's the character they're interacting with. Not just children. Adults do this too. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You can watch, you can watch Fun and Fancy Free in any shot where he's got the dummies on the lap or he's got his hand back there. Your eye is fixated on Charlie or Mortimer. It's one of the two. It's so strange because you kind of, in movies, you want to look at the whole frame. And this is one of those instances where it's asking you directly, like, move your eyes back and forth and work them out for at least 5 minutes.
Well, for decades, I worked with a little guy that was a dolphin that I would use with my kindergartners and do lessons with them, and they loved. It was Duso the dolphin. They loved Duso, and then we had a song that we sang for Duso. I'll give you a little rendition of it as we go. Here we go. Hey, Duso, come on out. Hey, Duso, come on out. We like to listen and talk with you. We like your songs and your stories too. Hey, Duso, come on out. Hi, boys and girls. And that's how it went. But, and what I loved is my voice for Duso changed not only from year to year, but within a lesson, it would change entirely, and no one could keep track of what the heck his voice was supposed to be. Sometimes it was very high. Oh, hi, boys and girls, I'm Duso. And then other times it was kind of like a goofy voice. And
Mr. Buck Benny, why is Duso sound Spanish now?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And you'd have some kids that would talk to the puppet and it'd be fine. It'd be great. And you'd always have the wise kid in back going, really? Really? You really think I'm going to fall for this? And you're like, yeah, well, Anyway, it was fun to do.
I don't
there we go.
I don't understand why you would want to. Why would you want to kill magic? Like, I don't understand that. Like 5 years old sounds like a sociopath. What is that? Were you teaching Rhoda Penmark? What the heck?
Exactly. Okay, so anyway, we have anything else to do with this one, or do you want to let him go at this point? Anybody else got anything? Oh wait, Kathy had some review or something you were going to read.
Oh no! That was that you talked about the earlier version of.
Okay.
So you
So we
had the
covered it.
details.
Okay.
I would say in spite of the cracks we've been making about the masks and some of the other pacing issues on each version, when you watch this, I hope you enjoy the ambition of it, because it is delightful to watch, even if it's not critically or objectively among the top tier Benny programs in either version. It's kind of cool to watch them kind of get away with that. And in a weird way, it reminds me of how surreal Morrow and Boulogne could get. So
Yeah.
I would hope that people could appreciate it in any respect, just to have fun.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So enjoy these 2 episodes. We'll have the live one, then we'll have the filmed one. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. It'll be fun to connect them back to back. And I hope everybody has a great holiday. And we'll have it. We're going to record another holiday one. So we will let you guys go, and we'll see you next time.
The Jack Benny Program. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now it is with great pleasure and deep respect that I present the star of our show. A man who is not only the dean of American comedy, but who, like the tide, keeps rolling along month after month, year after year. Who, despite the wearing of the elements and the ravages of time, only gains in quality. And who, although failing in memory, still manages to find his way here every show. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Life with Methuselah. Don, come back here.
Yes, Jack, what is it?
Look, Don, all season long, I've been coming out without an introduction, all by myself, and everything went along fine. And just once, you introduced me, and look what happened.
Well, Jack, I thought I gave you a very nice tribute.
Some tribute. The audience didn't know whether to applaud or bow their head in silence. You made me sound 300 years old.
Believe me, Jack, I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, you didn't, eh? Well, look, now, we got a long show to do, so
Jack, if I had had any idea that you would misconstrue what was meant to be a compliment, I certainly wouldn't have said it.
All right, Don, forget about it. Ladies and gentlemen...
I can't forget it, Jack. I wouldn't say anything to hurt you for the world.
All right, Don, all right. Ladies and gentlemen...
As a matter of fact, Jack, when I thought of that introduction, I told it to my wife. And she said, Donald, that's beautiful. I'm so glad you're not going to say anything to make that old goat unhappy.
Don, your wife called me an old goat?
Well, she didn't mean it that way.
Well, how else could she mean it? An old goat is an old goat. Don, does your wife know about that contract you and I have?
Well, yes, Jack. It's no different. I've always worked from week to week.
But if you look at the fine print, this year you're working from word to word. You could get fired between yours and Truly. Now go while you still have a job.
But, Jack, how can you even think of firing me after all these years I've been with you, after all the loyalty and devotion I've given to you?
Some loyalty and devotion. Every time I cut your salary, you went around telling everybody.
Well, I didn't mean to. But when you go around knocking on strange doors and begging for food, you've got to explain.
Don, get off the stage, will you please?
Oh, all right. After all these years, that's the thanks I get.
Imagine him begging for food. 3 years ago, he missed a meal, and the Red Cross declared his stomach a disaster area. What a guy. But, I couldn't fire Don. Next month, he will have been with me 25 years. Thank you. You have just given him his bonus. And now, ladies and gentlemen, getting back to the program, I think we have a rather exciting show tonight because my guest star is one of the world's greatest ventriloquists, Mr. Edgar Bergen. Now, the reason I asked Mr. Bergen to be on my show is because, well, I've always been fascinated about the way ventriloquists throw their voices. Matter of fact, I remember about a year ago, I was invited to their annual convention at the Ambassador Hotel, and gosh, what a boisterous crowd. I thought they were going to be raided, you see. But these ventriloquists are so tricky. I found out the next morning that they were making all that noise in the Ambassador, and the police raided the Hilton. It was a shame, too. Imagine 2,500 undertakers spent the night in jail. But, anyway, let's see. Now, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent, ladies and gentlemen, but I said the reason that I asked Edgar Bergen to be on the show is because I love the way he works with the two dummies, Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd. And when I first thought of the idea, you see, I had lunch with Edgar, and we discussed it a couple of times. And then I had an appointment just a few days ago to meet him at his house.
Yeah?
How do you do? I'm Jack Benny, and I have an appointment with Mr. Bergen.
Oh, won't you come in, Mr. Benny?
Thank you.
Mr. Bergen just called, and he said he would be home very soon, and that would you please wait for him?
Oh, thanks. I will, yes. A lovely home. My, what a beautiful portrait of Mrs. Bergen.
Yeah, it is.
To Edgar from Gustav. An autographed picture from the King of Sweden. I bet Mr. Bergen is very proud of this.
Yeah, you bet. You by jumping Jiminy, he is very proud indeed.
Imagine.
Mr. Bergen is Swedish, you know.
I know.
I am Swedish, too.
No.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was from French Morocco.
Mr. Benny, would you like me to tell Mrs. Bergen that you're here?
Oh, is Mrs. Bergen at home?
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
Yep. You look at that turtle. Gosh, I haven't seen a turtle since that time I was out in the country. I was driving my Maxwell, and one of them passed me.
Now, Edgar told me you'd drop by. He had to go downtown on business. I guess he was delayed.
Yes, your butler told me.
Oh? Well, I hope you don't mind waiting.
No. I was just admiring your home.
Thank you.
Say, this is a pretty big turtle you've got there.
Oh, we find him very interesting. You know, Jack, some turtles have been known to live for over 100 years.
Over 100 years?
Mm-hmm.
See, look how wrinkled and shriveled and dried up his skin is. How old is this one?
39.
Yeah. Must give my makeup man a raise.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Well, I'm awfully sorry Edgar's so late, but if you'd like a drink while you're waiting, I'll ring for Pierre and ask him to fix you one.
No, I don't. Wait a minute. Your butler's name is Pierre?
Yes. We picked him up in French Morocco.
I'll be darned.
And I sure you wouldn't like a drink.
No. Oh, say, there's something you can do for me, though.
What's that?
You know, I have your records at home, the whole album, and I think it's just great.
Well, thank you.
And I thought maybe while we're waiting for Edgar that you'd sing a song for me,
Oh, no, Jack. I haven't sung in a long time.
Well, what's the difference? I mean, we're here alone, just the two of us. Come on, let me hear it. Maybe it's something we could do on the show that I'm going to do with Edgar, You could sing a number.
Well, all right. Well, here's a little song I sang at Jimmy Stewart's big party 2 weeks ago.
At Jimmy Stewart's party?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember you singing a song.
You weren't there.
Well, that's right. I would have been there, but I didn't know he was giving a party. Come on. Here, I'll sit over here.
I fell in love with you first time I looked into them there eyes. You got a certain little cute way of flirting with them there eyes. They make me feel happy. They make me blue. No stalling, I'm falling, going in a big way for little old you. My heart is jumping, you sure started something with them there eyes. You'd better watch them if you're wise. They sparkle, they bubble, they're gonna get you in a whole lot of trouble. You're overlooking them, there's danger lurking in them their eyes. Those big blue eyes, you'd better watch them if you're wise. Baby blue eyes, they'll twinkle forever. They're always smiling at me when we're together. You're overworking them, there's danger lurking in them.
Francis, that was lovely.
Thank you, Jack.
You know what? I'm going to find a place for it on the show, too.
Good. Excuse me a minute. Hello? Oh, hi, Claudette. It's Claudette Colbert.
Oh.
What'd you say? Oh, Edgar and I'd love to attend. Next Wednesday? At your house. About 8 o'clock? Thank you very much. Bye.
Is it formal?
Well, I doubt it. It's a meeting about the trash pickup.
Now, Claudette, Francis.
Mrs. Bergen.
When we do this show, I'm going to...
Come out, wherever you are. There you are. Look at this gadget I found outside.
Francis.
Oh, that's very interesting, Charlie.
Can I go down to the city dump and slug rats with Skitty Dugan?
Well, only for an hour. Oh, Charlie, look at that tie you put on. Has a stain on it. Now go to your room and put on another one.
But all I'm going to do is
Don't
go down...
argue. Now go to your room. Come on.
Okay. One little stain. one stinking little steak. You gotta have it.
You know, Jack, sometimes Charlie just... Jack? Jack, what's the matter?
Francis. That was Charlie McCarthy.
Well, certainly. I don't know why that boy always has to put a tie on.
He's real.
What are you talking about?
All these years, I thought Charlie McCarthy was a dummy.
Oh, now, Jack, you've been in show business all your life. How can you be so naive?
I don't know. I just can't believe it.
How is this one, Mrs. Bergen?
Oh, fine, Charlie. Come here and I'll tie it for you.
Are you trying to pick my pocket?
No, I'm just fixing your coat. That I don't understand at all.
Oh, I never was very good with men's ties. Maybe Mr. Benny will tie it for you.
Would you please?
Well, I'll try.
Maybe it'll help if I turn around.
Maybe. Let's see. There, that is better.
It's better for me, too. Looking at his puss was turning my stomach.
Charlie. Mr. Benny was nice enough to tie your tie, and then you say a thing like that. Now, I think you should apologize.
Well...
Go ahead.
If I cast any aspersions on your facial appearance, I'm very sorry.
Charlie, look him in the eye and say it.
If I do that, we'll be right back where we started from. So long, Mrs. Bergen. So long, Mr. Benny.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Oh, Jack, you're not just putting on an act, are you?
No. All these years, I was so positive he was a dummy, I would have bet 50 cents.
No.
Yes. I'm so flabbergasted that I just can't.
Bergen! Oh, Mrs. Bergen! I'm ready to collect my quarter.
Well, fine, Mortimer.
No. No. No, 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 no. No,
Now, here's your quarter. Did you finish raking the leaves?
Yep. It was kind of tough getting up in the tree, but I got 'em all.
Now, what are you going to do with your quarter?
Well, I thought maybe I'd, look, the turtle got out of the aquarium.
No, Mortimer, that's Jack Benny.
Can we talk in front of him?
Oh, it's perfectly all right.
You're sure now? You sure he ain't an eavesdripper?
That's not dripper, it's dropper.
He looks more like a trooper.
Oh, Mortimer, now go over and say hello to Mr. Benny.
Okay. What did you tell me to say to him?
I told you to say hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello?
So, you're Mortimer Snerd?
Excuse me. No, I know I'm Mortimer, but what was that last part he threw at me?
Snerd. That's your last name. You are Mortimer Snerd. Now, we've told you that hundreds of times.
But not today. What did you say your name was?
I'm Jack.
Benny.
Yes. Jack Benny. I'm so confused.
You're kind of hard of thinking, too.
Mortimer. This is Jack Benny, star of stage, screen, radio, and television.
Jack Benny, the big star?
Yeah.
And you're on the stage, too?
That's right.
You got your television show?
Uh-huh.
Well, Jack Benny.
Oh, you've heard of me?
No.
Mortimer, what do you mean you never heard of Jack Benny? How did you get so stupid?
What did you say?
I said, how did you get so stupid?
Well, I got a good deal and I couldn't turn it down. See you later, Mr. Oh, the heck with it.
I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. If I hadn't seen Charlie and Mortimer walk in here with my own eyes, I never would have believed it.
Hello, Francis.
Oh, hi, dear.
Sorry I'm late. Hey, I've got the whole idea for the show all worked out. And it's all down here on paper. Now, I figured at the opening of the show, right after your monologue, Jack, that I would come out. Sit down, sir. Yeah. Right after the monologue, I would come out. Not there, here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now I'd like to bring back my two guest stars, Mr. and Mrs. Edgar Bergen. Francis, Edgar, thank you very, very much for being on the show.
Oh, it was lots of fun, Jack.
We enjoyed it. I hope you didn't mind that little trick we played on you with Charlie and Mortimer.
No, I thought it was quite a clever idea. I mean, getting little actors and putting masks on their faces. And those, gosh, with those masks on, they looked exactly like Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd. You must have gone a lot of expense for that gag, huh?
Oh, not really. Edgar got the mask at Acme Costume Company, and they only cost $12 a piece.
Yes, you can get any mask you want down there. They have masks of lots of big celebrities there.
For $12 a mask?
Yes, you just go down and you can pick out any one of them. They're, yeah. What are you dreaming about?
Oh, I was just casting my next television show. Let's see, I'll get Marlon Brando, Tony Curtis, William Holden. Yes, I mean, what's another $12? Just imagine, just for $12, you can get all of these stars, the masks at this Acme place, a costume company. I must tell my sponsor about that, and it'll save him a lot of money. He'll really go for it.
He may go further than you want.
What do you mean?
They have a mask of you, too.
Oh, I mean, they might have a mask of me, someone to look like me, but they haven't got anybody that can do my voice, you know.
What did you say, Jack?
I said nobody can do my voice.
Listen to this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jack Benny talking. Francis, did you hear that?
Hear it? I said it.
Well, if you said it, why were his lips moving?
Because he's a lousy ventriloquist, that's why. I know, back in the box.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you, Jack.
So long. Good night, folks. See you soon.
Appearing on tonight's program are Harry Stewart, Stevie Wooten, and Louis Mettieri. Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, be sure and watch Ann Southern in Private Secretary. Jack Benny's next television show will be in 2 weeks. The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. The Jack Benny program has been selected for viewing by our armed forces overseas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Don Wilson, reminding you people who hire or engage help that experience has proved that handicapped men and women make conscientious, steady, reliable employees. They take a special interest in their jobs. So look over your situation. I'm sure you'll find a spot for a handicapped worker. Thank you.